All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever in this vast world it is that you may or may not happen to be. Welcome once more to another live stream of streamer analysis in conjunction with IRL News Time. I'm your hostess, Alexandra Mayers, and I'm still trying to figure out what to do exactly with the IRL News Time channel. I would like that channel to have more to do with fringe science, the paranormal, the unseen, things having to do with spirituality and whatnot, but also how all of that is intertwined with the romantic relationships that we as humans have. But I haven't decided what I want to do with that channel yet. And being that I have so many subscribers on that channel, when I do streams like this, being that many of them are a carryover from the IRL, meaning the in real life media community, I feel like, all right, let's go ahead and simulcast on that channel. So I'm back where I'm staying. I had a very long day today, an interesting day. A day that once more reaffirmed my faith in God and Jesus Christ, meaning things having to do with Christianity, the Bible. Because last night, yesterday, and this morning, I basically had my heart broken, and I was very disappointed when it comes to someone who we're going to talk about this evening, known as Mike Strokoff, because I'm somebody who, when I believe in a person, I go 110%. Okay, when I feel like someone has been unjustly persecuted, I will do anything and everything to try to defend them. But when that person breaches my faith, when they take advantage of my kindness, my generosity, my I won't even say gratitude in this case because it doesn't apply, but just the kind of person I am, it really pisses me off. And I also don't like when I waste my resources on someone who definitely did not earn my resources. Someone who basically, in a stealth, passive aggressive kind of way, tried to use and abuse me. I feel like God looked out for me in this particular situation. And hello, Lil Cow Times. I would like for everyone to subscribe to your channel, Lil Cow Times, when it comes to the recent clips that you have made in regards to Mike Strokoff. Because I don't want to touch on really what you clipped, but we are going to review some text messages from Strokoff to me in regards to the situation because it's straight up BS. You know, this Strokoff situation made me realize that I definitely need to take some steps back from Tommy James. And I don't have any hate towards Strokoff or Tommy James really, but I do love myself. And considering that Tommy has issues with getting back to me or calling me back when he says that he would or will, and considering Strokoff's complete lack of just consideration when it comes to me, I kind of lump them both in the same category. And I'm going to listen to the lovely Miss Trisha Licious, who I consider a personal consultant, a professional consultant of mine when it comes to me focusing on me and taking care of myself and demanding basically that people treat me in the same capacity as I treat them. I tend to treat people with respect kindness, and consideration. But when you cross certain boundaries, when it comes to me, and I know it's in part because I have this appearance, and this is me. I'm a beautiful, successful, strong-minded African American Black woman who's been to hell and back more times than I care to admit, but who doesn't put up with shit from people. But over the years, I guess because I wanted to at least attempt to give people chances, to allow people to get to know me, I slipped up a bit. And I allowed people to mistreat me. No more. We're done with that crap. We're in the year 2026. Those of you out there who have thought that you can walk over me or mistreat me or talk shit about me, paint false narratives, you better be careful because I know more of your names than you will ever be aware of. Because everybody tells me I don't have to seek it out. People tell me because despite people disliking me, I have a stellar reputation. I follow through. I do what I should do. I live my life right. And people know that. But what we're going to do is look at some text messages and then we're going to focus on a young woman in Stroke Off's world known as Sam. And the reason that we're going to focus on her specifically has to do with the clip in regards to locale times. And I do want to make sure that I tell you all the name of that clip so that you can easily find it. Trisha Licious did an amazing, and I mean an amazing commentary on this situation. So make sure that all of you do subscribe to Spicy Trisha Licious. Okay, here's the name of the clip over on Locale Times. It's titled, "This is some crazy SHYT," and then 3 exclamation points. Okay? Because it was. I didn't even see this clip at first. I didn't even know what happened completely in this particular stream that's being referenced by Locale Times because when I saw a few things going down that were in actuality mild in comparison to what occurred later in this particular Stroke Off stream, I just knew even before seeing what Locale Times posted a clip about, I was like, I can't meet with him because I don't agree with his practices and his ethics and what he thinks is appropriate versus non-appropriate when it comes to children. Now, I do want all of you to know I'm 47 years old, 47 as of January of this year, January 7th. I don't have any children. But that might end up changing, but not because of Tommy James, because of something else. The reality of Tommy James and I wanted him to be my boyfriend, truthfully, but he didn't want me to be his girlfriend. How do I know this? He doesn't call me back. That's how I know. He doesn't call me back. And that's okay. He's going through what he's going through. But what you got to realize when it comes to a woman like me, you call me back. And I know that there's not much going on in his life. So he could have called me back, chose not to. That tells me everything I need to know. Do I think the worst of him? No. Do I think that he needs to be careful not to become Stroke Off 2.0? Yes. Am I happy to have known him over the years? Yes. But Tommy, I am not going to be talking about you further. I would suggest you not talk about me further. It's all water under the bridge. Everything's forgiven. Everything should be forgotten. Let it be. Because you're already subconsciously letting it be. Okay? So let's look at some text. And then I want to look at some video footage. And then I'm going to get out of here because I don't want to take up y'all's entire night. I'm sure that there's far more interesting streamers than me for many of you to observe and listen to. Okay, let's backtrack a bit. Let me enlarge this so I can see it. All right, here we go. So this starts from yesterday. Yesterday. All right, around 9 p.m. This is a conversation between Stroke Off and I. He makes every other element of his life public, so this shouldn't be a big thing either. And after I share these text messages, I will tell you why I am Team Sam. Maybe there's no just reason for me to be concerned, but considering the footage involving minors that Locale Times posted, and considering something I heard in regards to a conversation between Stroke Off and Sam, and it could have just been a troll, it could have been a joke. We will know in 9 months or less if it was a troll or a joke. But if what was said is accurate, then people definitely need to pay attention to her situation so that she is okay. So let's look at this. Yesterday, 9 p.m. All right, this is after I witnessed him doing the nitrous oxide in the car in the same residence where there were minor age small children. And I had done my live, and I guess he saw it. He writes, "Fuck, I'm an idiot. Just private it everything. God, I'm really good at making bad decisions." Well, here's the reality, Stroke Off. The reality is that you self-sabotage on purpose because it's easier for you to self-sabotage and then do your little weird ass pity party than for you to be a real adult male. That's the reality of you. I figured it out. A lot of people have figured it out. Um, I think you have a real problem. Let me try to make this bigger again. Why can't I enlarge this all of a sudden? Hold up. Great. I can't enlarge it now. That's okay. I can look at it this way. But here's the reality, Mike. You cost me money, and I don't like that very much. And you don't have to repay me, but I'll tell you this, if the situation with Samantha is what I think it is, you better do right, as should your friend. All right, so here's what he says. "Fuck, I'm an idiot. Just private it everything. God, I'm really good at making bad decisions." I think he did it on purpose. I would say Trisha Licious concurs with me on that, considering a few things that she said in regards to the issue today. "I promise I'm not going to do any of that up on the mountain when we meet." Well, that's already gone. There's too many people in my life who care about me who have already told me, "No way in hell should you meet that dude." I'm actually having a panic attack from that stupid gas right now. Okay, here we go with him turning the situation to make it all about him. There's the narcissism. "Oh, I'm having a panic attack. Poor me. I'm a victim." You ain't no victim, Stroke Off. You're actually a sort of a predator and a master manipulator. You should be ashamed of yourself, and your mother should slap you. Anyway, call me whenever you want. I won't be calling him. He called me multiple times today. I will not be returning his calls. And then he says, "Wait, why would you cancel? Call, please." All right, let's scroll up a bit. Okay, why would I not cancel? Truthfully, why would I not cancel? Considering the situation, why would I not cancel? What, I'm supposed to be desperate for friends? Is that what certain people have told you, Stroke Off? Because I'm not. Let me explain something to you, Mike, Stroke Off. Here's you. I'm so high above you that I can't even reach my hand up in the screen to properly illustrate it. You didn't just fuck up with me. You fucked up with people behind me that you cannot see. Now we know. And we'll get more into that later. And then he says, "I just woke up and caught the end." And he was talking about the end of my stream. So I sent him the link to the stream so he could listen to the whole damn thing. Let's continue. And I'm going to read to you what I said. Or what he said. Here's what he said. Okay, I do respect you a lot. No, you don't. If you respected me, then you would have been honest with me about you having replaced the alcohol with the nitrous. In addition, you would have been more forthcoming about your willingness to be inappropriate with youngsters. You like to brag about your son being a man. He didn't raise himself, and you definitely didn't. It was his mom. So stop trying to take credit for that. You're a bad dad, Mike Strokoff. You're a very bad dad. And you need to probably delete your YouTube channel. Get the fuck out of my chat, whoever the hell it is that you are, and pray to God that I never find out who you are. Because if I do, you're not going to be able to function in society anymore. I was really excited about the trip and want you to know I would not have done or planned on having done any of those things around you on the trip. Well, here's the reality. The reality is that whether you had done them or not, you're engaged in active substance abuse. To the asshole who was in the chat saying, oh, you wanted to cancel. Oh, this is the lamest excuse. Really? It's lame to call out inappropriate behavior with children? All of you assholes out there who are complicit with this shit, you better pray that I never find out your names, because I know a lot of your names. You better pray that you're never on my radar. You better pray that anything distracts me from this, because I'm on this like Krypton and you don't even fucking know. You want to call me a flip-flopper? You call me that until the end of days. I'll outlive most of you, even though I'm older than the majority of you. I can promise you that. But you're going to have the nerve to come in this chat and say that I'm making an excuse. No, I care about my well-being and my safety. Part of the reason I believe Trisha Licious touched on this issue was because she knew a lot of you piss poor in spirit pieces of literal garbage would come at me because you want to protect your white boy who's literally engaging in inappropriate behavior with your own offspring. Please. Don't you ever fucking call me anything negative going forward, or even attempt to call me out. Any of you going forward, because I'm telling you right now, the second that I find out your fucking names, and I'm not the only one looking, now you got the real crowd coming at you. I will make sure that any of you who come at me will never work again in the United States of America. And I ain't got nothing but time. So let's continue. Oh, you said something about the kid's mom, meaning the kids in question that were shown as being in danger on Locale Times channel. Here's what he says, and you see it on the screen. It's another crazy story. She was murdered a few years back. So those kids that you saw that were in an incredibly inappropriate situation involving substance abuse and parents who don't know how to be parents, their mother, their poor, dearly departed mother is gone. She's dead. So these piss poor in spirit guys, Mike and his weird ass friend who is a bad dad, they think that they have free reign because the mother is dead. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I guess they think that because they possibly have locked in this girl, Sam, they can continue because they have a new female in the picture. Well, how is that woman murdered? Is there something about these guys that leads women to be murdered? Is Sam in danger? Would I have been in danger? Would any women around Strokoff be in danger? It's very interesting to me. Because if we had seen the situation that we saw revolving around Stroke Off involving Trisha Licious or Big T, Controlla, everybody would be screaming about it. But no, because it's a male, specifically a white male. No one says a word. Why is that? And then we got the deaths. Everyone likes to talk about the deaths revolving around Big T, Controlla. Why are we not talking about the deaths and the harm revolving around Stroke Off, Mike? Why? Oh, I forgot because you're all KKK hood wearing freaks who want to cover this shit up, right? Yeah. 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 Get the fuck out of my chat. I'm telling you, those of you who don't need to be in here, you need to pray. And I mean, get on your freaking knees and pray that I never find out your names. Because if I do, I will destroy you. And not in the way that you would think. Mm-mm. I do have a certain reputation for a reason. And some of you, you're going to learn the hard way because you're a bunch of freaking dumbasses who, frankly, probably never should have been born. So let's continue. I've streamed my friend talking about that in full detail a long time ago. Oh, the death. The reason that I did think fairly well of Mike Strokoff had to do with a friend of his known as Snow Dog, whose son was just murdered. And Strokoff seems to be around that guy. Here's the question. Is Strokoff a double agent helping the murderer of Snow Dog's son? I'm wondering. I'm wondering. Considering what he's okay with. We're going to find out. Strokoff, you really fucked up. You have no idea how much you really fucked up. Then he goes on, and again, he's turning it back on himself because he's a goddamn narcissist. I'm really bummed. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I'm out $500. And when I think about that $500, that could have been donations for Trisha Licious. So you're either going to have to make it right when it comes to me, or you need to give her in excess of $500. Let me know what it's going to be. And you might want to let me know over the next 24 hours. And then he goes on again, we're in pity party mode. No, I don't want you in here either, DJ Electra Fry, because you're down with the clowns. You are down with someone who was abusive toward me, who manufactured something negative toward me because I made a piece of AI art, and who tried to force me to be Mostafavi's friend via spiritual trafficking. Girl, I liked you. But now I know about you. You can go to hell with your stupid ass music that really, truthfully, ain't that good. Get to stepping. Fuck you. Don't fuck with me anymore. Ever. So then he turns it into a pity party. Why am I so good at ruining good things? Well, because you want to, because you don't want to be a real person, Mike Strokoff. You'd rather be a forever teenager. And guess what? You don't look like it anymore. Why is it that I'm older than you are, but I look younger than you are? You're like an old man trying to still be young, and you look stupid, as does your bad dad friend. The 90s are over. And guess what, Strokoff? You're balding. And you want to know why? Well, because God touched your head and said, hey, you're a stupid ass. Taking your hair, taking your health, taking your wealth, taking everything because you're piss poor in spirit. That's your reality. But let's continue. Okay, now here's what I had to say. I wrote, okay, and keep in mind, I've been nothing but nice, but see, he pushes. I told him, don't contact me further. I didn't say it explicitly, but if you read between the lines, I'm saying, hey, give me my space, man. Give me my space. But no, he's all about himself. And he was trying to get me to be complicit to his bullshit, which I would never be complicit to, especially being that I witnessed everything that Trisha Licious went through. Honestly, stroke off, you should be under the jail. The only reason you ain't is because you got white skin. That's the only reason. Never forget that. Because you ain't shit. I wrote, okay, well, I don't think the worst of you, but you got to think about your actions, make better choices, and maybe see an in person professional, therapist, counselor. I'm still your friend, but till you pull it together, I'm keeping distance for my own well being. And how many threats have I had since I announced that trip? How many threats? Did he ever address any of the threats? Really? No, because he was a part of it. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I tend to want to help people often to my own detriment. And I'm working on correcting that flaw about myself this year. Damn straight. The trip is canceled. I don't hate you. And I still don't hate him. I just think that he's piss poor in spirit, selfish as can be, and probably needs a real good knock upside the head to knock some sense into him. The trip is canceled. I don't hate you. I'm sad, upset, but life goes on. I feel you'll improve, but you got to make the effort. A lot of people really like you, so don't continue to do things to push people around you away. Have a great day and have faith in yourself. So that was nice, right? That was nice. He writes back, amen, but does he let it go? Does he give me my space? No. Take a look at this. I still think you should reconsider. Really? I should reconsider. I should be complicit to the inappropriateness of those children that was on stream, on video. Oh, yeah, I've had a ton of threats. And guess what? All of those threats render me uncollectible when it comes to any judgments I might incur, being that the people making the threats, one person in particular who once upon a time was known as Bobby Dillon, we're going to get to her another day, because we're going to make sure that she can never be a collections person or work with any collections agencies, considering her threats of violence against me, not just once, not just twice, but multiple times over the years, and her unwillingness to acknowledge a cease and desist letter several years ago, but it all counts. So I kind of got to say that those who made the threats toward me, you kind of did me a favor. But you didn't do the collection agencies favor. And trust when I say collections agencies, they don't like people who make threats to where they can't collect. And they will be coming after quite a few of you. Funny how that works. But yeah, so Mike thought that I should reconsider. Really? I don't think so. I'm not a dumbass. And see, I don't have the complexion for the protection. What, were you trying to set me up for something, Mike? When it comes to a level of being complicit to child abuse or being inappropriate around children or the exploitation of children? I don't know. But we're going to make sure that anyone and everyone attached to Samantha knows. Because here's the question: is she actually with child, or was that a troll? Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a bit. I want to say F the haters. And that said, this was going to happen. And maybe it's a blessing because Sugarloaf is a shitty part of Big Bear. Oh, and let me let you all know something. Even though for a week I spent over $1,000 for my accommodations, that wasn't good enough for Mr. Strokeoff because it didn't have a jacuzzi. Keep in mind, Strokeoff really is broke off. He's broke. But he's going to try to dictate to somebody who's making the effort to meet him how they should spend their money to meet him? Really? Well, you can kiss anything goodbye, Strokeoff. That would have been money in your pocket. because of this particular situation. Never forget that. And it's not anything I'm going to do. It's just that there's a lot of people looking at this, and there's a lot of people looking at your ass. I would have recommended Boulder Bay, something close to the village, and of course, a jacuzzi. Laugh out loud. Hmm. You don't have to watch, but I'm mostly going to turn my camera on today. We're dropping the kids off at school and heading up the hill. No nitrous, F that shit. And this is all after the nitrous day, right? Oh, you're wondering what the hell is wrong with him? Mental illness, most likely. Substance abuse, most likely. Should he be institutionalized? That's what I would recommend to his mother and his brother. Absolutely. So I'm still being nice at this point. I wrote back, have a great day. Think and make good choices. God loves you. Jesus Christ loves you. But you must love yourself too. Anything wrong with these texts I've sent so far? No, I would say I'm being more than nice. He writes back, agreed. Please reconsider. So again, he's telling me to reconsider. In other words, he's not respecting my boundaries or my choices, being completely dismissive of how I could potentially fuck up my reputation permanently and put myself in danger. Right? Right. So then I wrote back, and this is me being super nice, but I retract a bit of this, but I want all of you to hear this, right? I'll tell you what, let's see how much you improve by the end of the year. If you're in good shape at that stage, I'll see you around the holidays and we can snowboard then. I'm still your friendly acquaintance, Mike, but from afar for now. You know what, to the person in the chat who thinks that they're being a smartass, you don't get it. You're no different from him. You think it's trolling, you think it's sarcasm. No, it's called being a douchebag and a piece of shit. What you just wrote, who I just banned. I'm just letting you know. I'll still call or text to check on you, but I'm not putting myself in situations in person that don't work for me, which is why I canceled the trip. You'll make it. Just put in the effort to become the best version of yourself. Thumbs up, holy cross. But did he really encompass what I said? No, of course not. He responds by saying, but the time is now. No, that's him not getting what he wants, trying to push me out of my comfort zone to hang out with his trifling ass. Screw you. Stroke off. Screw you. And trust when I say, there ain't going to be anyone that you actually want to hang out with now that this has happened. He says, you'll have a great trip. I promise you. No, it would have been a trip from hell. I really do have good self-control. No, you don't. See, this is the delusion here. I always said I know how to have my inside voice when I really need to. No, obviously you don't, because if you knew how to have your inside voice, what happened on that stream involving those little kids never would have happened. I am able to perform. No, I don't think you can. And part of the reason that you're overweight is due to your vanity, gluttony, and greed. Talks text is funny. It always puts periods everywhere. So I made my stance known to him. I was like, my decision has been made. So just move forward. I could have said, fuck off, but I'm still being nice here. I got to get on with my day, but I'll keep in touch. I'm not overly upset and don't hate you. I'm still trying to be nice, right? He writes back, and here's the pity party, here's the narcissism, here's the manipulation attempt, okay? I'm honestly very depressed. How do you think I feel being out of $500? Maybe you're rich, stroke off. Maybe you have tons of money. I don't. I work. I might be very hyperactive. A lot of people, they think I don't work because I do so much online. No, I'm just somebody who basically has the energy of about 3 people all rolled into one. And I'm only less than 3 years away from being 50 years old. What's your fucking excuse? To a lot of you watching me, what's your excuse? I do more in one day than many of you do in 1 week. Yet you have the nerve to criticize me, talk shit and trash about me. Really? Really? Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. Because all of you who do it, it's being proven what you are. This situation, actually, to me, I should be happy about it. Because this time around, no one can fault me for shit. Never met this dude in person, made the effort to try to help him, gave him positive coverage until he fucked up. And still, some of you are trying to come at me like I did something wrong. Like I said, some of you need to make sure that I never find out who the fuck it is that you are and that you never cross my physical path. Because I am a certain kind of bitch. And if I got to take a charge when it comes to doing what should be done to some of you, at this point in time, I do it because I have one hell of a lawyer. So he says he's very depressed. I wish I never turned my camera on. Well, you did, and you did it to try to taunt people and to try to show people that you can do whatever you want. That's how immature you are, stroke off. You're not a man. You're not even a boy. I don't even classify you as human at this stage. I really don't. I was so excited about meeting you and having a great experience teaching you how to snowboard. This sucks. No, you weren't excited. Here's what you thought. You thought I was going to be complicit to your BS. You thought that my plans were not reversible. You thought that I was desperate for friends or acceptance. Well, you thought wrong on all accounts. Really take a good look in the mirror, Mike, stroke off, and then take a real good look at me. Do you understand how blessed you were to even have me be nice to the likes of you? You're dumb. You really are. You're dumb. So here's what I responded with. And again, I'm still being nice. See, he pushed too hard. That's why we're doing this stream right now. I said, sometimes in life, when we don't feel good about ourselves, we self sabotage. I would suggest that you take the time to pray and meditate to figure out why exactly you don't feel good about yourself at this point and why whatever it is leading you to self sabotage. That's probably the spiritual assignment that God wants you to take on. You can do it. I'll talk to you later. Now, you would think that last line, I'll talk to you later, would close the door. But no, we're talking about a narcissist, a very dangerous, drug addicted narcissist who probably has abused every single person in his life, be it psychologically, spiritually. I hope to God, not physically. He again writes, please reconsider. So again, I affirm to him, nope, but have a great day and you'll be okay. So, see, I'm still being nice, am I not? So then he goes on to say, from a journalist perspective, it would be great footage. So he's trying to appeal to my vanity now. Guess what? I don't have any vanity. I don't have vanity because I know exactly who I am. I know I'm pretty. I know I'm smart. I know I am wealthy in spirit. I know I have a sizable bank account. You can't appeal to my vanity. No matter what, I'm always going to be an independent investigative blogger or journalist. And trust when I say, Mike Strokoff, in no way, shape, or form would anything about you ever add to my repertoire professionally or my resume. You ain't that important. And the sooner that you realize that, the better off you'll be. So again, I wrote back, not for me. So then he writes, okay, I'm sorry. I won't keep pushing it. It would have been really fun. And that's the main goal, usually. All about fun. What about responsibilities? What about consideration? What about being truly professional? What about being respectful? None of that seems to be something that is in Mike Strokoff's mind at all. It's basically like a child. And then he goes on to say, I was going to force you to go to the top just to put you on my bindings and haul ass down the mountain with you to show how fast it really feels. Well, guess what? I'm still going to end up going snowboarding. Here, let me show y'all something. Gloves came in the mail. Going to return them because I'm not going to need them this season. Maybe around the holidays, I'll repurchase them. Strangely, they did not send me the correct color jacket I wanted. This is a light pink instead of a dark pink. But this is the appropriate snowboarding jacket that I bought for the trip. But I'm going to be returning that also. So don't say that I don't follow through or go the distance. I absolutely do. It's just that, unfortunately, I deal with a lot of douchebags. Let's continue. But what I was going to say before we continue, I'm still going to learn how to snowboard next season. And I'm going to find someone who is a professional snowboard instructor who specializes in teaching older people that are my age, 47 plus, to snowboard. And I'm thinking, Mike, you might need to find some new stomping grounds because I'm going to do Big Bear the right way in the future. And there's just not going to be any room for you. Hey, Trisha, how are you doing? Why is he being so pushy? Because he's a narcissist, Trisha. That's why. Trisha, I was thinking forever that I felt so bad that I kind of sort of interfered when it came to you and Strokeoff connecting. I take away my feelings about that. I'm glad I did because he would have been your worst nightmare. You should never have contact with him, especially being that you have a child. And to you, Mike, you know how I apologize to you for that? I take my apology back. You're not good enough for Trisha. You should never be around Trisha. If I ever hear that you're around Trisha, it's going to be the worst day of your goddamn life. I'm just letting you know right now because I love Trisha. I respect Trisha. I care about Trisha. And I love Trisha's progress. And she is so high above you, Strokeoff Mike, that you cannot even see her in the stratosphere. That is the reality. You need to stick with your own. Anyway, I'm really bummed that the memories that could have been created were deflected by my own stupidity. If I didn't turn that damn camera on, we still would have had the trip. No, it was meant for you to turn the camera on. That was God interfering in your life because God did not want me to be associated with you at this stage in your life, Strokeoff. Not at all. God was looking out for me, but God wanted me to see what you are, and you are a monster. Strokeoff. So then he goes on to say, can we please talk for just a couple of minutes? And that's when I pretty much lost it because he was not respecting my boundaries. Not at all. So I'm going to read to you what I said. And I did this speech to text, so it didn't pick up all my words, but I'll tell you what I meant to say. I meant to say, because I just wrote to talk to you today, I meant to say, no, I do not want to talk to you today. Because truthfully, I don't think that you realize how much you messed up and how you negatively impact others with your decision making. Keep in mind, I was very nice until this point. I'm not going to harp on it or dwell on it. But I'm the kind of person who tends to pay for her travel plans in advance. So though I got a partial refund on my booking, I'm out over $500. Again, this is not your problem, but it's something that does upset me to an extent. So it's best that you just forget about the situation for today when it comes to me, because if I were to talk to you right now, I would end up yelling at you. I try to do the right thing in my life and treat others the way that I would like to be treated. In this case, I feel you were very thoughtless in regards to me, and I'm able to see within you a very high level of selfishness. So I don't even want to think about the situation for the rest of the day. And then he responds, I'm sorry. No, he ain't sorry. And again, like I said, stroke off, you don't owe me any money. But see, here's the problem with that $500 that I lost. I could have used that money to donate to a woman who I think very well of, who has a beautiful little girl known as Trishalicious. Now, being that I'm out of that money, and being that I am not requesting that you pay me back, here's what I suggest to you, stroke off. I suggest that you donate $500 plus to Trishalicious. And I'm sure she will tell me, should you decide to do so. Should you decide not to do so, you're going to have a hard time. And this is not blackmail or extortion. I'm just letting you know what it is, because I don't like to be fucked over. So let's go ahead and go on with that video, because there's more that I would like to share.
When I go back,
There's more.
fuck, dude.
Okay, now this
Go
is
back to bed.
something that bothered me in regards to Sam. Now, here's something that I'm going to talk about that I heard Sam and Mike say. I don't know which stream it was. I don't know where in whatever said stream it was. But I heard him comment about her boob size, and they could have been trolling, they could have been jesting, could have been joking, but he asked her, is she pregnant? And I believe I heard, because I was driving at the time that I was listening to the stream, that she said yes. Considering the footage on the Locale Times channel, if this girl is pregnant, then she's locked into this household. And what's been going on in this household that all of us witnessed within these communities that I've had the blessing of covering has to come to a close right now. So I would like to know, is this young woman pregnant by her partner that I believe his first name is Ryan? If anyone can get me his full name, being that he's a public figure, I would appreciate it. Because this girl needs to know that if indeed she is pregnant, she needs support, and that she has support. It might be remote support, but I want all of you to watch how they treat this woman. I knew that there was a reason that I was drawn to watching her wearing her beautiful lavender outfit, snowboarding. It's because she's dealing with guys who don't know how to be men. So she needs people to be aware of her so that they cannot mistreat her or abuse her or humiliate her or exploit her. Okay? So just watch.
Did you find it there, Bushy? Get your straw.
Fuck. I'm sneezing, dude. What the fuck is in your car, dude? What the hell am I sniffing?
Ammonia.
Ammonia? It's making me sneeze.
Did you get it, ma'am?
No, I didn't. Why the fuck were you honking?
I was honking. I was
Jesus
honking.
fucking Christ, dude.
And they're hard on her, and she's a woman. Okay? I'm not going to say she's not a tough girl. She's a sporty girl, but she's a beautiful woman. And I think that they treat her the way that they treat her because they figure no one's going to notice, no one's going to support. Well, guess what, Stroke Off? I'm aware of Sam, and Sam is aware of me. And now all of my following is aware of Sam. So if anything happens to that girl, and if that girl screams for help, you better believe there's going to be a lot of people on your ass and on Ryan's ass. And it's not going to be anything that I have to do because I'm done with you. But just keep in mind, you're being monitored extensively.
You're not ready? You're not ready. In other words.
How do you not know where your garage door opener is?
I gave it to her, bro.
Fucking idiot, Ryan.
Dude, I gave it to you. What do you want me to say?
And I put it on the fucking counter and then didn't touch it after that.
Well,
so
neither
last
did
night
I.
when you were fucking in the kitchen, you must have grabbed it.
Didn't you clean the kitchen and weren't you making dinner and all that?
Yeah,
So you hear this. She cleaned the kitchen. She's making dinner. They're treating her like a maid, like a slave. Why can't you guys clean the kitchen or make dinner? Huh? Because you don't have jobs. And my taxes seem to be paying for your what? Your welfare? Should you even be on welfare? Seems like you have a lot of stuff in that nice house.
it was clean by the time you got fucking home.
No, it wasn't. Everyone went to bed starving.
Where's the
Instead of
garage
fucking
door
sitting there, why
opener?
don't you get your ass out and help?
I did, dude.
Exactly. Why don't you get your ass out and help? Team Sam. That's going to be the hashtag. Team Sam. Team Sam. Sam, if you ever hear this, anything happens, Alexandra Mayers at yahoo.com or ip2wikiinfo at gmail.com or Instagram, Alexandra Mayer01. Just say the word and we'll lift your ass out of there because we all see what's going on.
Nah, dude, you're fucking annoying as fuck, dude. You just want to sit there and run your fucking mouth and not ever fucking help anything that, like, you don't ever help my situations at all, ever.
Dude.
So they're not ever helping her situation. Let's rewind that. Let's listen to what Sam has to say. Because she's the real star of the show at this point. And as long as you stream Stroke Off, especially if you stream her, it's going to be all about Sam because you are abusive. Ryan is abusive. You're abusive and exploitative to those children. And I'm out of $500. So I own your ass until you give Trisha Licious a $500 donation. You might want to figure it out quick.
Everyone went to bed starving.
Where's the
Instead of
garage
fucking
door
sitting there, why don't
opener?
you get your ass out and help?
I did, dude. Lower your.
Nah, dude, you're fucking annoying.
No,
as
don't
fuck,
lower
dude.
your voice,
You just want to sit there
Sam.
and run your fucking mouth and not ever fucking help anything that, like, you don't ever help my situations at all, ever.
Dude,
There's never
don't
a time
talk
you
to
do
Mike
anything,
like that,
shit,
bro.
anything.
Oh, you're going to tell her how to talk to Mike? Well, you just fucked up Ryan. Someone get me Ryan's surname. I want his last name. And I want it right now. I want his name. I want everything about him. You're going to tell her how to talk to him? How about I tell you, Ryan, how to talk to her? Because you were inappropriate with your children. And how did those children's mom get murdered? I didn't know about that until Mike said so in the text. Why is she dead? Did you kill her? Is Sam in danger? I would have been in danger had I gone to Big Bear. I mean, why are people dying? What the hell? I want all of you to hear that again. Let's go back. I want all of you to hear what Sam had to say.
you're not ready. In other words.
How do you not know where your garage door opener is?
I gave it to her, bro.
Fucking idiot, Ryan.
Dude, I gave it to you. What do you want me to say?
And I put it on
Oh, what do I mean murdered? Okay, let's go back to the evidence, the text messages. The only reason I know about the murder of the children's mother is because Stroke Off told me. Let me find it. Hold up. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. I'm not making shit up. You think I'm making any of this up? No. Here it is. Here it is. Let me show you all the text. Okay. Okay, here it is. See, do you all see it on the screen? Let me make it bigger. Let's see how big I if she's pregnant, she's in danger. Okay? I don't know if you could hear what I just said because I took myself off the screen, but I'm going to say it again. Mike said, "Oh, you said something about the kid's mom. It's another crazy story. She was murdered a few years back. I've streamed my friend talking about that in full detail a long time ago." So I don't care if Sam has an addiction issue because guess where the issue probably stems from? Mike and Ryan. Okay? Y'all heard the way that they're talking to her. One of the first things that Mike told me about Sam was like, "Oh, she's a fentanyl addict." Well, guess what, Mike? You're a nitrous oxide addict. And who knows what other kind of addict you are that you don't show on camera, being that you thought that if you hadn't turned your camera on with the nitrous, I would still be going up there. Did you get Sam addicted to fentanyl? Wouldn't put it past you. But I want all of you to listen to what Sam has to say. Because if she's pregnant, even if she's not pregnant now, what if she gets pregnant in the future and she's with this guy? She needs people to know about her situation.
Everyone's went to bed starving.
Where's the garage door
Sitting there. Why
opener?
don't you get your ass out and help?
Dude, lower your...
Nah, dude, you're fucking annoying as fuck, dude. You just want to sit there and run your fucking mouth and not ever fucking help anything that, like, you don't ever help my situations at all, ever.
Dude,
There's never
don't
a time
talk
you
to
do
Mike
anything,
like that,
shit,
bro.
anything. Oh, yeah, but the way you talk to me,
Don't
I'm
talk to
fucking
Mike
tired of your
like that.
fucking bullshit, dude.
You
I
don't
don't
let
give
her
a
talk
fuck,
to you like
dude.
that?
You know what the fuck is up.
Thank
No,
you, Trisha.
Dude, don't talk to him like that, bro.
Oh, don't talk. Oh, I'm gonna talk to you exactly how you talk to me,
Thank
bro.
you, Trisha.
No, don't talk to him like that, dude.
Oh, dude.
All right, the public figure that Sam is attached to, this is the public figure. Thank you, Trisha. Because if this girl's pregnant, none of this shit is going to continue. None of it. None of it. Y'all can think about me as Sam's new fairy godmother. That's me. And I got a fairy godmother backup, Trisha Licious. That's Trisha's real ethnicity. Pixie fairy. Might be mine too. But we're not going to let this shit fly. You guys think that you can abuse Sam and use her and exploit her and stuff. If she's pregnant, I mean, we'll know in 9 months or less. But you think that that shit's going to fly with her child that we saw with the children of the dead deceased mother? No. No. You better call upon all the white privilege that exists in this on this planet. Stroke off, because even all the white privilege in the world ain't going to save you now. Not at all.
Don't talk to you like that. Why
No,
don't you
him.
actually be real?
Don't talk to Mike like that, bro.
Don't talk to Mike like that. We can talk to Mike however we want to. He's in debt to me for $500+, which he should transpose to Spicy Trishalicious, because I don't want the money. I don't want it. But Mike, you're done. You might as well go ahead and delete your YouTube at this point. You just might as well.
You're the
That's
one who
fucked
fucking
up.
changes it up when people are around. fucking act the same as when you're here, is when fucking Mike's here.
So when people are not around or listening, they treat her really bad. Y'all heard that? So this is woman abuse. This is woman abuse.
Don't talk to you like that. Why don't you actually be real?
Don't talk to Mike like that, bro. He's fucking.
You're the one who fucking changes it up when people are around. I fucking act the same as when you're here, is when fucking Mike's here, when my mom's here. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm always the same.
No, on the other.
So when her mom isn't around, when people are around, they talk to her badly, they treat her bad. We have the evidence.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't close the door, dude. Close the door.
Close the door yourself, asshole. Fat fuck.
Dude.
And listen to them in the car.
Did you find the garage door opener?
No, dude.
Did you find the garage door?
They're two fat, lazy, old, nasty men tormenting this young woman. They both deserve to be slapped.
Is that fine? You can use the keys to get in the house?
Not really. I mean, like, I gave it to you. I'd like it.
I don't have fucking time for this.
I'd like it
if you really were worried
returned,
about it, you
dude.
get the fuck out of the car and help.
So you're not ready?
I'll open the garage. How are you gonna shut it? We need the garage door.
Dude, hey, I'm just trying to get people rides and just do, like, I'm just chilling.
Well, how are you gonna get the garage closed now? You think we're just gonna hop in the car and just worry about it? We still need the garage door opener to close it.
I looked for it.
I'm gonna close
Well, then get your fat ass up and close the garage, Mike. Why don't you do that? What? You think that she's your slave or something? That's okay. God sees you. And whatever happens, it won't be me. But I'll know about it. And whatever it is, I'm going to laugh.
No, but how are we gonna get back? How are we gonna get back?
Open the goddamn front door with the goddamn house key.
Well, that's inconvenient, dude.
I don't give a shit. That's all you've done is inconvenience my morning. So fucking deal with it.
Ooh.
God damn.
I'll
Alright.
do you a favor and take you to work, okay?
I hope to God she's not really pregnant, because if she is, that changes everything. Is she really pregnant, Mike Strokeoff? Is she? Because we're going to find out. You can't exactly hide a baby.
Look at that face. Zoom in on that face.
No, I'm not zooming in on it.
Zoom in on the face.
And see, they're exploiting her here. Look at how they're exploiting her. She's obviously upset. She's obviously in distress. She's not having a good morning. And they're zooming in on her, and she doesn't even have a choice.
Look at.
You see? You see?
Look at. Oh, she's gonna be so pissed, dude.
Yeah, if she's getting pissed, why don't you leave her alone? Why don't you have respect for your girlfriend or your wife, Ryan? You don't deserve her. And truthfully, because I've seen what you look like, Ryan, you are ugly. You're not attractive. She's out of your league. She's too pretty for you. The only reason you were able to get her is because she's contending with some issues right now. You're not good enough for her, and I'm making it clear that you're not. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Come on. You're late. God, the neighbors are getting involved. Look at her. She's gonna hit her head.
You thought that was funny that she might hit her head? I mean, real men would have gone out the car, closed the garage, and come out the front door. But then again, we're dealing with little boys, not men. Again, Ryan, you're going to have a really shitty 2026. I'm going to make sure of it.
Get in the car. Put your seatbelt on.
Sure can.
You. No headphones allowed in the car.
As much as I can't stand you, your phones are
What?
your phones are on the top of the car, idiot.
You see what I mean? Like, dude,
Dude, hop
What
out,
do you
get
mean?
your
I can let you
phone.
drive away and have him fucking break, but I'm not that fucked up. So why don't you get him?
Can you get them for me?
No, fuck you.
So she told him that he left his phone on top of the car, and his lazy, fat, ugly, gross, uneducated, POS ass told her to get out of the car and grab the phone instead of him getting out of the car and grabbing the phone. And then I want all of you to really pay attention to some more things that this little prejudiced, bigoted piece of shit has to say, who still dresses like he's in high school. Just keep watching.
Oh, whoa, dude, Mike.
Get your phones,
I
dude.
gotta do everything myself.
Well,
Validation,
I
guys.
mean-
Tell Ryan how bad he has it.
How bad do I have it, dude?
It's stupid, dude.
Yeah, he doesn't even pull up his pants. We just saw, his rear. That's how gross he is.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, that would have been bad. That would have been horrible. Leave those.
It's the least you can do, you fucking Jew-kite.
He just called her something anti-Semitic. Everyone clip that last 7 or so seconds. Whoever you are, Ryan, see, this is why I have no problem really making your life a living hell. If you're going to call your girlfriend who you're supposed to love and who potentially might be the mother of your next child something anti-Semitic, only God knows what you say about people who look like me. And that's why I have zero problem doing what really needs to be done to you. I would suggest to you, Ryan, never show your face on the internet again. And do right by that woman, because if you don't, if you think I'm a problem, you're going to end up meeting some people who are a real problem. And I do everything legally. Yeah.
If you weren't here, she'd be hitting on me, dude. She'd be
Like
punching me.
sexually?
No, physically.
And then objectifying her, sexualizing her in the car.
Samantha, turn my speaker on, please. Press the button. Come on, dude.
Going forward, Samantha, you should not do one damn thing that Ryan tells you to do. I personally don't think that this is the relationship for you, young lady. But should you decide to stay in it, and especially if you are pregnant, let the public know so that we can support you. And so that the moment that Ryan does one false step, we can make sure that he is adequately forced to take accountability for his actions.
The least you can do is press the button. I'll press the buttons.
Okay.
All right, next clip.
There.
On this speaker, can you tell me which speaker you're pointing at? 'Cause you're saying it's
the
right
one,
there.
Not that one. The
This one.
Yeah.
And it's this circuit, the one I'm pushing.
No, bro. The little two.
Well, I don't care if he tries to show off for the camera or not, Eric AF, but I do appreciate your input. At this point, he's a public figure. We see how he treats Sam. If Sam's pregnant, it's all a big problem. But we also have heard now that he is anti-Semitic, likely racist. Is he supposed to be white? Because I don't really know what he is. I question whether or not he's even a human being. But what I do know is that he's a bad dad who allows inappropriate behavior around the children that he does currently have, which has all been clipped. And I'm not even in possession of those clips. All of Mike's ops are in possession of those clips. The only real issue I have with Mike at this point is that I'm out $500 something. But I don't want the money from him. I want him to make a nice sizable donation to Trishalicious. That's what I would like. That's what I would like very much.
Speakers, dude. Right there. The
Tell
two
me-
speakers next by
Tell
your
me
head.
when my hand's on it.
Yeah, that speaker. You
Okay,
gotta.
so tell me when my hand's on the button.
Why can't you
Dude,
just
who
look?
cares, dude?
Because oh my
Shiz.
God, dude.
I don't understand why you can't turn your
if
neck.
you're telling me that you see the button, but you can't tell me where my hand's on when my hand's on the button, then you obviously don't see the button either.
Bro, use your eyeballs in your neck, dog. It's like not that rocket science, bro.
Talking to her like she's a guy. Use your eyeballs and your neck. No, she's a woman with a vagina. and a uterus. She's not a man. Why, Ryan, do you have an issue treating your lady like a lady? And why, Mike, are you complicit to such a situation? Oh, I know why. Well, because your mind is that of about a 12-year-old. Like I said, I don't take back or backpedal on any compliments I gave you in the past, Mike Strokoff. It's just that I like to provide the complete picture. And that's what is going to be forever immortalized in regards to you, the complete picture. Because you cost me money, you sick son of a bitch. And you tried to link me to something that had to do with people being inappropriate with children, but it didn't exactly work out. So now you're going to pay the price, unlike you would ever dream of paying the price.
Yeah, so that we can get pulled over because I'm fucking on my
All I'm
knees
asking
in
you
my
to do is
fucking
press the
backseat.
goddamn fucking button.
And all I'm asking you to do is just
Talking
take
about
me to
getting
work.
pulled over. No one's getting pulled over, dude. You could pull them in your lap, dude, rip them out, fucking do all kinds of shit. Who fucking cares, dude?
Fucking retard, dude.
You're a fucking retard.
Oh, you wonder where the mother of the kids are? We already went over that, Gold Girl. She was murdered. Rewind the VOD, Gold Girl. Rewind the VOD. You'll find out she was murdered. Unfortunately, women around these men apparently end up dead.
I don't give a shit about your speaker, dude.
I don't give a shit about giving you a fucking long ass ride, dude.
I know you don't.
Look at that. Oh
Honestly,
my
that's why I'm
God,
late as
dude.
fuck, so don't worry about it.
Oh my
You've
God.
already made that clear.
Ooh. Challenging.
Jesus. It's a fucking speaker. Who cares? Leave the speaker alone.
Leave that
No, you
goddamn
can't do that.
stream
He has to
alone.
be a fucking
Mm.
asshole.
Hang out with us.
Stream's not doing anything. It's just sitting
Hang out
here
with us.
He's
filming.
hanging out.
I
Shut your
am.
fat fucking mouth, bitch.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, you little.
And now he's calling her a bitch. She's trapped in the car with these guys. They're verbally abusing her. Is she pregnant? Unclear. We'll find out 9 months or less.
Loser. At least I'm not fucking late
At least
to work.
what? At least what? At least you give me late to work because you can't fucking handle even getting your girlfriend to work on time
Man,
when
fuck.
you have nothing else to do.
I don't have
So they're not even getting her to work on time.
a girl. I'm single, ready to mingle, bitch.
No, you're not.
And then he's saying to her that he's single? Well, then let her go so that she can have a real life without having to deal with douchebags. Oh, you're in here? Really? I want everyone to see it. You see who's in here? Yeah. Is she pregnant? Tell us, is she actually pregnant? Because we do want to know. Is Sam pregnant? I hope she's not, but if she is, we're here to support her. But even if she's not pregnant, we're still here to support her. You messed up, Mike. I'm someone who often has delayed reaction to things. I had a good day today, but I also had a day full of introspection, and you ain't it. Is she pregnant? We heard y'all talking about on the stream. Is she pregnant? See, you think everything's fun and games. Yeah. There's going to be people, I'm sure, knocking on your friend's door, considering what was clipped. But it won't be me sending them. I think you should leave this chat, Mike, immediately.
Stop it.
Honestly,
It's a fucking
just drop me off.
speaker.
Just pull over on the street right here.
Fuck
this
no.
next street. I'm good.
No.
No, seriously.
No, you're going with me. I'm not letting you out. You're not.
This next,
You don't even know where to
whatever
go.
street you can turn on next. Just turn on it.
No.
I'll get myself the rest of the way.
Okay.
So she's so upset at this point that she doesn't want to sit in the car with these dudes. She'd rather walk. That's pretty telling.
Turn here.
It's not cottonwood.
And then they're picking on her about not
No.
knowing where to
No,
go.
seriously, turn here.
Maybe
No.
she doesn't know where to go because she feels a little bit disoriented because she's upset. But do these guys have any compassion or empathy toward her? No, not at all.
Dude, just fucking
No!
I don't need you to take
The
me.
reason that Mike constantly talks about Sam is to deflect from his own issues. We've already figured that out. Same goes for the way he trash talks his brother Eric.
Oh my fucking god.
You're kidnapped.
Maybe
Hey,
somebody should
Sharon.
pay your ransom.
I agree.
Okay, the next fucking light, can you please just turn and fucking drop me off there?
She wants to be dropped off. She doesn't want to be in the car with these guys. That's very telling. All of this is evidence. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Where are we?
I know this is too far, so I need to go back. So just drop me off here and I'll get
Do you
myself
want me
there.
to turn around?
Figure out where you need to go.
Samantha?
Well, why don't you help her instead of badgering her? Huh? Why not? Oh, I know why. Because you have the mind of a 12-year-old.
Yeah, dude. Do you want me to
Agreed.
turn around, Samantha?
No, don't turn around. Figure out where you need to go so he can take you there. That's all it is. You don't know where you're going this whole time.
It's my fault.
No, I only know how to get there, but
And you don't get to be in here at all. You see, you're a white supremacist. I know your actual government ID person who I just banned. I know exactly who you are. I also know several of your people close to you. I would suggest that you never contact me again because the people that you are affiliated with, there's one in particular that I could easily put in prison. Is that what you want? You prejudiced bitch? Is that what you want? I think it is. I really think it is.
paying attention to the streets and not focusing on other stupid shit.
Well, focus on the fucking
Dumb
goddamn
bitch.
streets.
Okay, so go back that way then.
That's what I just
If,
said.
if you're not gonna let me get out of the fucking car.
Well, you can get out, bro. I'm just
Okay.
saying I would have turned.
No,
I
we're
would have
not
did a
getting out.
U-turn, dude. I would
You're
have.
not getting out.
Jesus Christ.
Don't get out, dude. You're not just gonna.
When a woman wants to get out of a car because she's being attacked, you know it's pretty bad. You just know. You just know. No, don't worry about that blank kiss person. I know exactly who that person is now. I know where they live. I know everything. And they're going to get a visit soon.
Turn into lollygag and drive around.
Lollygag. Bro,
Because it's been years that I told that person to leave me alone. And they don't understand boundaries. I don't like people who don't understand my boundaries.
I was gonna make a U-turn at the light, dude. You wouldn't answer me.
Just
Fuck.
go.
Jesus.
We're at a red light. Dude, see, look, we're at a red light. Look at the streets. You know where you're going?
How many times you been to this job?
I mean, you had an address and you put it in your maps, it would take us right there.
I know where I'm going. Just give me a fucking second.
Well, instead of fucking
Yelling at me?
waiting until the last minute, you should have.
See, gaslighting this girl, blaming her, all this kind of crap. They finally get, I guess, where they were going to go. And she's getting out the car here.
We'll be back to get you later.
Yeah, so she goes to work and they go to play. Yeah. Team Sam, poor Sam. Seriously.
Something, but I don't.
You're welcome.
And to any of you bitches out there who have the bright idea, like that candy bitch that I had to get rid of, to come after me, you need to pray. And I mean it when I say this. You need to pray to God that I do not know who the fuck it is that you are. Because this year's going to be a little bit different. You are going to get those knocks on the door. You're going to get a lot of stuff that I have been promising, but I haven't exactly always delivered on it, even though sometimes I do deliver on it. Because I don't like the majority of you. I don't need your friendship. I have more resources than the majority of you could ever dream. And because of all those death threats, uncollectible. So those of you out there who have the bright idea of coming after me, I'm the wrong one. I'm not just the wrong one. I'm the one who will kick the living hell out of you. Because I really am that bitch who is bitchy but wants this world to be a better place. Oh, you think you're going to be in here? Get the fuck out. Some of you think you can come in here advertising other people? No. Mm-mm. I know all of your alts. This is what you don't understand. Please clear out your ears and listen to me closely. I know who all of you are. I know your government names. And I don't like knowing, but I do. So when you come in here poking me, pushing me at this point, you're going to get the knock on the door. You ain't going to get a wiki. I don't got time for that. It's going to be something permanent that you cannot escape. Because I just don't like a lot of you. And neither do my real friends.
But I guess I'll enjoy all the things that I've
Don't worry about the speaker.
Thank you.
You're
Have a
good.
good day, you guys.
Yeah.
We'll be back to get you later.
Sam's in danger.
Shit.
Sam is in danger. Those little kids are in danger. They're all in danger. Stroke off. You're a piece of garbage. You ain't it. And you cost me money. And I don't like that. But you also hurt my feelings. And I don't like that. So that's it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get going. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Mike, never contact me again, ever. And if I were you, I'd go ahead and say goodbye to you too. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm going to go ahead and get going. Everyone take care. Have a good evening. And I'll be around another time. And to you, all right, I'm going to go ahead and call CPS on your ass right now. Bye-bye.